Hello all, Marieke here for Studielight. As the year is almost over, I thought it would be fun to create a New Year's card using different Sweet Stories products that were released this year. For my project today I used stamp 498, 559, stamp and cutting die set 53, 55, 56, 58, 67, 73 and 75. I used mask 155 and mask 267, cutting die 530 with the matching Bliss 8 and paper pad 50. First off, I started on making the base of the card. I cut a white rectangle 5 by 11 inch and scored it at 5.5. I cut a black rectangle 4 1/4 inch by 5.5. On the base card I added some double-sided tape, and off camera I cut 1/4 inch strips of black and white cardstock. I also cut 1/8 inch of gold glitter cardstock, and I adhered the strip into the same pattern on the card and cut off the excess. On the black rectangle, I measured 2 cm from the bottom and masked it off using a masking tape. Using a white ink, I ink blended it from the masking tape upwards and blended it using a paper towel. I temporarily added mask 155 onto the black rectangle and ink blended it using a white ink. Off camera, I prepared the porthole. I cut the outer die out of watercolor paper and white cardstock. Then I cut the white cardstock again using the largest circle die from this set to create a border. I ink blended the circle using broken china, chipped sapphire and black soot. I splattered some water afterwards. Because I thought it would be fun for this tutorial to look back at all the releases we had this year, I also thought it would be fun if we look forward. So using the firework mask 267 that will be released in the first quarter of the next year, I ink blended the fireworks using a white ink. I adhered the border of the porthole onto the blister and let it dry. As with all my tutorials, I prepared all the coloring and heat embossing before I started on this tutorial. Because the fairy will be flying outside the porthole, I adhered the fairy onto the ink blended background. Afterwards I adhered the blister onto it and I set it aside so it could dry. I adhered the black rectangle onto my base card. My pro tip for this tutorial is to only adhere the rectangle on the top or the bottom of the card. This way you can align the rectangle before adding it to the card completely. I braided 3 gold glitter threads into a thicker line. I adhered the flags onto it. I used the same gold thread for the lanterns. I adhered 1 thread onto each of the lanterns. Now it's time to adhere all the elements onto the card using glue or foam tape. After everything was adhered onto the card, I finished the card by cutting off the threads. If you would like to see more of my card making videos for Studio Light, please leave a comment down below and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!